Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
All right, we're having, did you hear that? There we go, a little bit of a mic issue there, but thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with a breaking news update. The all clear in Middle River after heavy police activity closed some roads this morning. Take a look at the map. Middle River Road was blocked off from Compass Road to Biggs Road while police investigated. We're told that members of the county's hazardous devices team had to be called in.
Located a device believed to be an explosive device. Said device has since been rendered safe and determined not to be a threat to the community at this time.
All roads in the area are now back open. And remember, you can be the first to know about breaking news. You can also download the Fox 45 app for your smartphone. Just search WBFF in your app store. Happening today, the Baltimore City Council will hold perhaps one of its most high-profile budget hearings this week. It is with the Department of Public Works, and it looks at how much money that department is getting. And as Shannon Lilly tells us, not everyone is in agreement with how the money should be spent.
Yeah, DPW's hearing is set to happen this evening at 6, and it comes as there's been controversy swirling around the agency, especially when it comes to the city's recycling and how leaders want to clean up the city, including disagreements over the mayor's Clean Core program, which you'll remember aims to give $15 million to city nonprofits to clean up neighborhoods. Councilman Yitzi Schleifer, though, says that money should go to DPW itself.
Why in the world would, the administration give $15 million towards privatization of community groups to perform these functions and to hire people when that's exactly what we're trying to do?
So let's take another look at how the mayor's budget proposal breaks down. It includes funding for 10 new solid waste crews with the goal of getting people hired and working by January. The budget also requests a nearly 40% increase for upper-level management pay, some of whom already bring home six-figure salaries. The overall waste removal and recycling budget is only requesting a 7% increase, even as the city has been struggling to collect recycling on a weekly basis. Councilman Yitzi Schleifer says that money is being misplaced. He wants to see an increase in salary go to the workers at DPW rather than DPW executives. Again, this hearing is scheduled for this evening at City Hall, and we'll be watching it closely. Reporting this morning, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Now, this all comes as DPW searches for a new director. Jason Mitchell announced earlier this year that he will be stepping down, citing family and health-related concerns. His decision came in January, but it was hours after two city council members demanded Mitchell issue a plan to restore weekly recycling or resign.
He has basically failed in every category that his agency is receiving $630 million a year to perform. And so at this point, all we've been hearing is excuses. There's no plan. There's been no execution. And so we're not going to just sit back as billions of dollars are being spent over the next few years.
Mayor Brandon Scott's office said Mitchell will now remain at DPW through June 30th to help complete ongoing projects. Fox 45 News has followed the problems within DPW extensively for months. We will continue to keep a close eye on the department as the City Council discusses the budget and as Director Mitchell prepares to leave office. We'll keep you updated both on air and online. And you can find all of our past reporting right now on foxbaltimore.com. As Baltimore City Council members begin the budget process, there are several outstanding questions. As Olivia Dance shows us, some council members are making specific requests for information before more money is allocated.
Councilman Eric Costello has concerns about the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, or MONSE, and the budget hearing for MONSE will happen on Monday evening at City Hall. Costello sent a letter demanding MONSE answer a list of questions before more money is allocated.
The role that MONSE plays is critically important. We want to make sure that those taxpayer dollars are being spent the most effective way possible.
Among the list of demands, Costello wants a status update on how the agency is spending $50 million in American Rescue Plan funding and how groups were selected for funding. Fox 45 News investigating the city's ARPA allocation process, finding dozens of emails shielding the council from some information about the selection process. Costello also has concerns about staffing within Monsey, saying the office has grown to about 30 people. And in 2022, Shantae Jackson, the director of Monsey, got a raise. But now Jackson is about to leave City Hall, so Costello is also demanding answers on who will replace her role.
Would like to hear about the administration's efforts to find a replacement for that role as well, because it's a critically important role in the crime fighting strategy in Baltimore City.
Monsey has ignored our questions about where Jackson is going and why she's choosing to leave. They also ignored us when we asked if the information that Costello is requesting will be provided by Friday. Of course, we'll keep pressing for answers. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News.
11:06 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, city police are releasing new surveillance video of a person firing into a crowd at the Inner Harbor. This happened last month over the Easter weekend. 2 teenagers were injured. Police say the video shows the suspect pulling out a gun and pointed it toward the left side of the screen you see there.
It's hard to believe that someone would just shoot someone in a crowd like that. Young people today just aren't afraid to commit an act of violence right there in front of a whole bunch of witnesses.
At the time, Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison said the shooting happened within 50 feet of police officers. Trending number 2, in Fells Point, business owners are frustrated after a chaotic fight breaks out over the weekend. Right now, it's still unclear if any of those involved were underage and breaking curfew. So far, no arrests have been made. Trending number 3, a 17-year-old who was shot by police is now facing multiple criminal charges. Police say the body camera video shows the teenager pulling out that gun just before he was shot by the officer. Police now say the gun had been stolen and had an extended magazine. That teen is now facing charges as an adult. The officer's actions remain under review. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Still ahead, having a drink at work, and we don't mean alcohol, could improve your productivity. Coming up, how what we have on our desks impacts our workflow. And forget weighing your bags when you travel. One airline is now weighing passengers. Where and why? You'll be asked to step on a scale. And a Florida teacher is under investigation after showing a Disney movie to her class. Why some are complaining about the film's content.
And we're getting ready for a nice afternoon as temperatures reach the upper 70s and low 80s, but it gets much hotter tomorrow as we start meteorological spring. I'll let you know how high the temperatures get coming up in my full forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
.09 now, taking a look at your social stream. A federal court ruling paves the way for OxyContin maker Purdue Pharma and the wealthy Sackler family to pay up to $6 billion in settlements for its role in the U.S. opioid crisis. In exchange, the Sackler family is protected from civil lawsuits related to the toll of opioids. Under the plan, the family will give up ownership of Purdue, and it will become a new company with its profits being used to fight the opioid crisis. At least $750 million of the settlement money will go to individual victims of the crisis and their survivors. People talking about that on social media, pennies to them compared to the profits they made off of all the deaths. One person's opinion. Another, who is going to prison for all of these deaths? A Florida teacher says she's getting death threats and could lose her job after showing a Disney movie to her students. At a school board meeting, the teacher defending showing that movie, which some have criticized because it has a gay character in it. Here's reaction. I saw this movie. It wasn't very good, but there was nothing bad in it. Another person saying when the complaining parents signed a permission form authorizing PG-13 movies, the parents should have read the form more closely. Well, forget about weighing your bags when you travel. Air New Zealand is now weighing passengers. Throughout June, passengers flying out of Auckland International Airport will be asked to step on a scale as part of the airline's new procedure to help balance weight throughout their planes better. It's completely voluntary. Passengers and workers will not be able to see the scale's weight. It will be anonymous, and that information is sent directly to a computer. A lot of people had questions about how that would work. Kevin says it's a safety measure. Knowing the actual weights rather than applying average data from 20 years ago is important. Another person seems skeptical. Imagine when they start scanning your carbon footprint and tell you cannot fly as you had too much steak. Interesting. Well, so ahead, a vote set for today on the debt deal in D.C. We're going to look at how both sides are getting a little bit of what they want out of the deal. But first, a deputy accused of failing to act heads to trial in Florida. How he is accused of abandoning his duties during the Parkland school shooting. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:12 now on Fox 45 News Midday. (11:14). We're back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. It looks beautiful out there. A nice day for lunch outside. We are climbing into the 70s before things really heat up tomorrow and Friday. Just how hot it will get, and then when we'll see our next bout of rain. Happening today, jury selection is set to start today in the trial of a former sheriff's deputy accused of failing to confront the Parkland shooter. 14 students and 3 staff members died in that 2018 Florida high school shooting. Former Broward County Deputy Scott Peterson faces perjury, child neglect, and culpable negligence charges. Taking a live look over D.C. now, where today the House of Representatives is expected to vote on the deal to raise the debt ceiling. Congress is looking to approve the bill in the House and Senate later in the week. Now, this comes as the Treasury Department has said the U.S. would run short on money to make payments on June 5th. Republican and Democratic leaders in the House have both highlighted parts of the deal they support.
The resolution reached by President Biden protects Social Security, protects Medicare, protects Medicaid, protects veterans, protects the clean energy tax credits.
The more that people read in this bill, the more they find in terms of real conservative victories that are going to help us get spending under control and get our economy back on track.
The 99-page bill restricts spending and suspends the debt ceiling for the next 2 years. Making headlines, it is getting more expensive to own a home. Home prices rose 0.5% in March as compared to the previous month. Home prices were strongest in the Southeast, while prices in the West continued to drag. And the nation's credit card balance is nearing $1 trillion. The average interest rate on a new card is 24%. A typical American household now carries $10,000 in credit card debt, by one estimate. Trending now, this little piggy was on his way to the market when he fell off a truck, and he lived to tell the tale. It happened in Nevada. A driver saw the pig fall off the truck, but incredibly, the piglet wasn't hurt.
The vet told us he was probably about 8 to 12, 14 weeks. He was recently weaned from his mom, so he didn't even know how to drink water when we got him or anything like that. And he was on the pig transport truck to kind of get fattened up to basically become somebody's dinner at some point.
Well, Lucky, as the pig is now called, is going to live at an animal sanctuary. Budget hearings inside the Baltimore City Council enter a second day. Coming up later today at 4, a look into the budget proposal for DPW. A deadly triple shooting inside a Baltimore County motel raises safety concerns. At 5, a deep dive into other troubled motels in our area. And more questions after the first weekend of a youth curfew in Baltimore. At 6, the chaotic scene in Fells Point and how the Baltimore Police Department is addressing their enforcement policies. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash to your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. 11:17 and now to today's talking point. Tech experts are raising concerns over artificial intelligence risk of extinction. A statement from scientists and tech leaders says that the risk of AI on humanity should be viewed the same way as a pandemic or a nuclear war. Executives from Microsoft and Google, along with hundreds of others, signed on to the statement in agreement, many against the technology, worried that the system could eventually run wild, lose control, overrun us humans. Lady T with Be More Lifestyle is here now, and I don't like the sounds of any of that, right?
What an intro. Yeah, that's kind of scary.
I mean, what part of what's interesting for me about this is you've got the CEO of ChatGPT, you've got the CEO of Microsoft, you've got the folks that helped create this, this AI, artificial intelligence, now saying, hold up, we got to regulate it, we got to pull it back because what we've created can now take over and force humans out.
Exactly. It's so scary because it sounds like we're going to have to actually fight robots soon. And I'm not Will Smith, and I don't want anybody to fight robots, so it's a little scary. But the jobs that we're going to lose because of this, that's a little bit scary.
The people who are going to want to, get better jobs from this, and they're going to be like, oh, it's taken over by AI. I mean, already started off at McDonald's, all these other fast food restaurants. It's a little scary to think about, Patrice. I don't know. Are they coming for what else next? I heard an AI, what is it? I think they played some sound from it for using Kai Jackson's voice, and I was like, wait a minute, Patrice.
We did that on the morning show, and we asked viewers to see could you tell if it was me?
Can you tell the difference? But see, you guys have unique voices. You guys have unique voices, so it's kind of tough.
Some people didn't know. Some people chose the AI version. But so that is a scary. That's also a scary aspect.
That's scary.
The more scary aspect is that they're going to try and take over, and we're going to, like you said, we're going to be fighting.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to comedy because ain't no robot can make somebody laugh like I think we could.
You go back to comedy. I'm going back to my kickboxing class.
There you go. Okay, look, we already got backup plans.
I need to be ready.
I like it.
All right.
Thanks, Patrice.
Well, for a closer look at your weather, let's get over now to meteorologist Jasmine Lomax.
Thanks, Patrice. Yeah, we're taking a look at 4 photos coming in from the Oklahoma and Kansas areas from storms that were there. And you can see that cloud to ground lightning in the background. Just 4 stunning photos. This happening around sunset of some of those severe storms that moved across parts of the country. Still dealing with a little rain across parts of Oklahoma. But here, we've got much different weather. It's nicer, it's quieter, we've got plenty of sunshine, and it looks like a great day to spend some time outside. 69 and sunny for the current temperature. We've got, feels like temperature of 68, so overall nice and comfortable. Not much happening around the rest of the state. Our temperatures are mainly in the 60s and in the 70s. It's pretty warm here for this hour. We've got more sunshine over Baltimore and western Maryland. A few more clouds towards southern Maryland and along the eastern shore. But this afternoon, high temperatures reach the upper 70s and the low 80s, and we just keep getting warmer. We have a steady rising trend, 85 on Thursday, and then we're looking at the 90s for the first time this year on Friday. Should be good for spending some time outside, but if you do suffer from allergies, we stay in that medium-high range over the next 3 days with oak, grass, and hickory as the top allergens. As we move forward, though, it should be nice and quiet. We've got low pressure off the coast. That's not going to affect us. It's dry as we look west around the region, and that means that for the next few days, we do stay dry. Again, today it looks great. We rise in temperatures through Friday, and then on Saturday, we have our next chance for showers. Our next weather maker arrives, and that will result in lower temperatures on Sunday. We've got lots of sunshine still this afternoon, and then as we head into the evening, it looks like a nice and quiet commute. As we move forward, more clouds return overnight. We wake up to mostly cloudy skies for Thursday, but those clouds begin to clear as high pressure moves into the region. Expect more sunshine by the afternoon, and overall a gorgeous day. We stay dry until Saturday, and then we have a mostly dry Sunday and Monday. So again, temperatures around 80 today. We'll be in the mid-80s and sunny tomorrow. 90s on Friday, 80s with showers and possible storms on Saturday, 70s on Sunday, and then we start to get warmer as we head into the rest of the week. Back to you.
Well, still ahead, despite a software fix, thefts of Kia and Hyundais remain up. Why the car company says that is, and how drivers are partially to blame. And a first for an electronic car, how a Tesla has done something that no other electronic car has done before, and how it could change the way cars are sold in the future. And a big night of all new television tonight. First at 8, it's Master Chef. Then at 9, it's Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars. And then stick around for Fox 45 News at 10 and the late edition at 11. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. Despite a security fix, car thefts are still a major problem for Kia and Hyundai owners. The automakers rolled out a security fix 3 months ago, but just 7% of owners have gotten the update. The car company says they're trying to spread the word about the free anti-theft software update. For the first time ever, an all-electric vehicle has topped the list as the world's best-selling car. The Tesla Model Y has surpassed Toyota's RAV4 and Corolla models to top global sales. Tesla says more than 400,000 Model Y and Model 3 vehicles were delivered to customers in the first quarter of this year. It's time now for your lunch break. It is almost time to get your Greek on in Baltimore. The Greek Folk Festival returns from June 8th to 11th in Greek Town Square. The annual event celebrates the best of Greek culture, including food, music, dance, and hospitality. Organizers say the popular vegetarian Greek kitchen will also be back this year. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Lady T back to tell us what they're working on.
Hey, Patrice. All right, when it comes to your salary, your accent could be sabotaging you. Coming up, how the way you talk and sound impacts your paycheck. Stay tuned. Be More Lifestyle's up next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Lady T, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. All right, motivational speaker Cherie Good is here with us, along with Angie Barnett from the Better Business Bureau and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good crew today. I'm excited. Okay. All right, let me tell you right now. So if you need a break from work, take 5 and grab a coffee. A recent survey found that workers say they don't feel like they're getting work done unless they have a drink on their, let me specify which drink, a drink on their desk. So what are they reaching for? Hot coffee was the most preferred drink, with 64% of the vote, followed by iced coffee, water, and flavored water. Listen, iced coffee has my heart. Iced lattes have my heart. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, it's something about an iced latte in the morning. Shout out to Dunkin' Butter Pecan and butter. Oh my God.
Wow. You've got to do the turtle latte.
Wait, what is that?
The turtle latte from Dunkin'.
I don't eat turtle. What's going on with that?
How you the butter
talk
pecan,
to
the
us,
mocha,
Jasmine.
the butter pecan, the mocha.
Oh, they do like a mix?
Yeah,
oh, you done
with
put
the
us
whipped
on
cream on
game.
top.
She done put us on game. I knew nothing about this. How do y'all feel about the coffee? The coffee being the most preferred
You
drink?
better believe it. I make sure in our office we all, you reward the person who makes coffee first time in the morning. You go, yay, thank you. And also we keep hot tea so everybody can have a little bit of something. But
don't try to play us on the tea, because the tea keeps spilling.
No. But the worst thing is when you have yesterday's coffee sitting on your desk, and you grab it. That can be.
Yeah, that's gross. That's the worst. That's not the kind of, we don't like that kind of tea.
I'm a tea drinker.
You're a tea drinker?
Yes.
You're a tea drinker and sipper? Okay, good.
But it's known that warm fluids are comforting, so that's why people probably pick the warm fluids over.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, over cold drinks, yeah.
Also, I get the adrenaline rush that I need from that coffee. Okay, the large. I need that, like, that jolt, or something close to it. So yes. All right. Up next, well, talking about drinks, what is the deal with America's ice obsession? So specifically, nugget ice, right? Starbucks is the latest company to jump on this bandwagon. The coffee chain says it's going to phase out its cubes of ice in favor of nugget ice. The nugget ice has an apparent cult-like following. Sales of the home machines are expected to top $133 million over the next 10 years. Nugget ice. It's giving, I like Starbucks the square ice because it never melted. It just never melted. That thing stayed in place longer than a good lace front wig. It never melts, y'all. Yeah. I just love the original. But okay, nugget ice made. That's the small one.
Yes,
the small one,
and
they have like the makers. Cherie, what do you think?
I love the nugget ice.
Really?
I love it. You can crunch on it without breaking a tooth.
What? I was going to say, you're going to crack a whole tooth or whatever on this thing.
But the nugget ice is softer, so it's really good.
Okay,
it's
softer.
also what I grew up with. It's what I had when I was a kid, like a teenager. So it also takes me back. So it feels comforting as well, along with my cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper and nugget ice.
Oh, yeah. Come talk about it now. I do love that. Okay, what about you, Jasmine?
I feel like I'm alone. I feel like ice is ice. All I want is my drink to be cold.
Yeah.
If you put it in the refrigerator or something, I'm okay. I don't need the ice.
I can't with you. No. Nugget ice gives me, poor, I want to be bad and bougie. I want my big block ice. You know what I mean? I want my yacht ice. I want the next level ice. I want ice baby. You know what I mean? Like
but that's after 5 p.m.
You know what I mean? Oh, that's
okay.
Yeah, it's a happy hour thing. It sounds like that's a happy hour thing. It sounds like. Okay, all right. Up next, well, we want you all to tell it. Do you have a favorite type of ice? Vote now on our website, foxballsport.com/vote. And then when you get to the website, make sure you click on that lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we're gonna see what everybody thinks. All right. Up next, so listen up, y'all. If you got a Southern accent, it could cost you. A recent study found job hunters who sound like they're from the South could actually earn 20% less than those who have what's known as a standard accent. A separate study found 38% of job seekers admitted to softening their regional accent during interviews because of negative stereotypes. That's true, though. During the job interview, I do sound a lot more proper. And I do try to, get a little bit more, professional. Like, yes, what do you mean, Jen? Oh, my God, that's so true. Do you guys do this? Like, is this, you have a Southern accent.
I do. So when I moved here, I eliminated some words from my vocabulary just because I needed to fit in.
Wait, what did you take out? What did you take out?
Fixina. I'm
Fixina. I say finna every other day, and I don't know where it came from, but I say finna, F-I-N-N-A.
Yeah. And I said I'm fixing to fix.
I'm fixing to fix. What about y'all two? Do y'all have the little accents, little southern? You're from New Orleans. You have a Baltimore.
I'm from Baltimore. I had the Baltimore
accent. So it's do all day.
Dog.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't even. All right. Well, we're gonna change our accents up. Thank you, ladies. All right. Still ahead, giving back. We'll share how one company is helping the community that it serves. But first, keeping a clean house is no easy task. We'll tell you about a new device that can help you do some of the work. Stay tuned.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
All right, if you're looking for a way to make your home feel fresh and clean, Genevieve Gorder she has a money-saving idea for you. See what's next in America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
The space we live in is so important to all of us, and that really starts with the base of a healthy, clean home, including the air that we breathe. And there are so many pollutants that can affect the air inside of our homes, from our pets, dust, allergens. What's the solution? Here's one. This is the Clean Light Air. It's super compact, easy to use. It even fits in the cup holder of your car. It's an air filter that can remove up to 99.9% of particles you don't want in your house, like smoke, odors, pet dander, air pollution. And this thing is small, but really mighty. It can purify up to 161 square feet at a time. So think about it as in your office, your kid's dorm room, for a small bedroom. So many people love using these in the kitchen while they're cooking. Even if you've never thought about the air quality in your space before, you will absolutely feel the difference right away with this product. Place them anywhere your pet hangs out, or when you're going somewhere running errands, put it in your car. It's super quiet. It's super easy to use. And another thing I love, you can charge your devices at the same time. There's a USB port. Add your favorite essential oil to the sponge inside so the air will not only be clean, it will smell great. And today we're offering a 2-for-1. Both of these for the price of less than you normally pay for just one. Take advantage of this deal. Go to asadeals.com.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Kia.
All right, since 2019, Kia's Accelerate the Good program has contributed more than $22 million to local and national charities. All right, so here to tell us about the importance of corporate philanthropy is James Bell, Head of Corporate Communications at Kia. Welcome to the show, James.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so why is corporate giving so important for companies to grow and build morale?
I think there's 3 levels to that answer. First one should go without saying, it's just the right thing to do. I mean, investing in our local communities where we as employees are raising our families, enjoying time, enjoying each other, that's obviously the right thing to do. Secondly, when we look at consumers today, study after study shows that customers, especially younger buyers, are saying to themselves, I'm going to only put my money with companies that have a similar philosophy to me, especially on something like a vehicle that's a brand you're going to be associated with for many years. You're going to be spending a lot of money on it. It's a big investment. They want to make sure that they are aligned, that philosophies are aligned. So that's the other level. And then last one is just for your employees, employees that feel proud, that acknowledge that the company thinks in a way that's good for all, profits not as important as principles. That is a point of pride that makes better employee engagement. And, at the backyard barbecue or the kids' baseball game, they talk amongst their friends about that. And it just it makes for a better workforce as well.
Okay, so how is Kia giving back with the Accelerate the Good campaign?
Yeah, so we partnered with our local dealers all across the country and said, we have this idea. We want to make sure that we're giving back in the communities in which we are living and working and raising our families. But we on the corporate side, we don't know city by city, state by state, what really needs to be done. So we instituted what we call a dealer match program with our dealers to say for every dollar that Kia corporate puts in, you will match it 1 for 1. In this last wave, that's almost $4 million that's been invested all around the country, contributing to a total of $22 million. So this is not insignificant money we're talking about here. And it's been just so important because, again, the local dealers, they know the community, they know the area that needs help, they know who needs that leg up to get back to success. And so we're very proud of our dealers and look forward to doing more.
Okay, now what are some of the charities that Kia is donating to? Can you tell us a few of them?
Yeah. So our dealers have told us that investing in the future is so important and the health of our future. So we've been working with St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital on difficult childhood diseases like cancer and other things to give them an opportunity to get back on the road. Also looking at a group like Covenant House. They do tremendous work with young adults that have maybe stepped off the trail, trying to get back on track. So again, giving them every opportunity to get back to success. And then the last one is, this is a big country. Inevitably, there's going to be some sort of calamity, and we love what the American Red Cross does.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, James, for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Still ahead, celebrating the college graduates in our life. We'll talk about gifts grads will love. And don't forget, Father's Day is coming up. Before you know it, we'll share some gifts for dads and grads up next. But first, we're going to show you how a local mother is turning a tragedy into a positive movement for the community. Stay tuned.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
All right, Dr. Cherie Good is keeping her son Jordan's legacy alive with an upcoming event. She joins us now on Be More Lifestyle. Dr. Good, welcome to the show. How are you, darling?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, God, you look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm so excited about this. I know you. I've seen you speak. You're an inspirational speaker. You're an empowerment speaker. So I know this woman. So you have so much. Okay, we're going to talk. So tell us first about your son Jordan and why you decided to create this upcoming event.
So Jordan was the starting wide receiver for Morgan State University. He was the light of our family. He was an amazing, amazing young man. I have two sons, but Jordan was the baby. And Jordan, his life was suddenly cut short on August 22nd of 2020. He was in a tragic motorcycle crash on 795. And it really rocked me to the core, but our family as well. And Jordan impacted so many lives that I couldn't just let his legacy, his memory just fade away.
That's right.
So we started the Jordan Alexander Cofield Foundation and the Jordan Alexander Cofield Scholarship Fund. And so we're hosting our second fundraiser gala to bring money so we can send some kids to college.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay. Now, you have definitely been through a worst nightmare. How did you get through that?
It was definitely a long journey. I continue to heal now. However, not being afraid to get therapy. So knowing that a loss just as traumatic as losing a child, you have to have someone to help you navigate through it. So I got a grief counselor. I had a strong support system. My twin sister was right by my side, just pulling me through. Having good people is very imperative in your life. And then taking a pulse every single day. What am I feeling? And allowing myself to go through whatever emotion I felt each day and being very kind to myself.
How long after did it take you to get a grief counselor?
I would say about 3 months. And after the 3-month mark, it wasn't the right time. So I put it down and then I picked it up a little later when I felt like I really was ready for it.
Okay, good. I did the same thing too when my mom passed, but it took me like almost a year to get a grief counselor. And everyone around kept saying, you've got to get one to help you get through it and process it better. Is that basically
Absolutely.
what
it helps you to process it, but also it gives you someone on the outside who really doesn't know you, the perspective of just talking to you and letting you just vent it out. Cry if you need to cry, scream if you need to scream. And so my grief counselor understood because she was someone who had lost a child as well.
Oh, wow.
So getting a counselor who actually maybe have gone through the same journey that you are trying to get through.
Oh, that's key. That is definitely key when it comes to therapy. Okay. So what advice do you have for any other advice you have for other people who are maybe going through the same challenge?
I always approach things mind, body, and spirit. So the mind, everything starts in your mind. So protect your mind. Stay prayed up. My faith base was very, very strong. Also, having a Zen space in my home. So that when I was in my feelings a lot, I would go to that place just to find peace. I would also go to the water. So find the things that bring you comfort, make you feel better. And then do those things often.
And then this event to make his, keep his memory alive,
Absolutely. I stayed, I got busy. I started the organization, started giving out scholarships so that Jordan's legacy will continue, and then doing this fundraiser so that we can help others. When you help others,
tell us when the event is.
The event is August the 12th of this year.
August 12th.
At the Doubletree Pikesville Hilton. And it's August 12th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And 100% of the proceeds goes to sending kids to college.
Definitely a cause worth supporting. Thank you so much for joining us today, Cherie. All right, now it's time for the best weather in America with Jasmine. Hey, Jazz girl.
Hey, Lady T. We've got a gorgeous sunrise this morning in South Carolina. Actually, the last sunrise of May as we get ready for June tomorrow. A beautiful photo. You've got the clouds in the background, the beautiful oranges and yellows, and the trees. Just a stunning photo. Great weather there in South Carolina, but really here, it's also gorgeous. We've got a great forecast in store, and tomorrow for the start of June and meteorological summer, it's going to be much warmer. Temperatures currently sit at 69 with sunny skies over Baltimore. We've got temperatures mainly in the 60s and 70s across the state. More sunshine here and in western Maryland, a few more clouds in southern Maryland and along the eastern shore. As we head into the afternoon, our temperatures rise to about 80 degrees. That's a little above average for this time of year. But tomorrow, we rise to the mid-80s, and then we're looking at the low 90s for the first time this year on Friday. So expect a hot one as we head into the weekend. If you will be spending some time outside, just note that the allergy pollen count is going to be in that medium to high range. We're talking the top allergens of oak, grass, and hickory. Otherwise, get ready for a gorgeous couple of days. It's nice this afternoon. afternoon. Then we've got a warming trend through Friday. After that, we have our next chance for showers on Saturday as a weather maker arrives. That will result in lower temperatures come Sunday. Not much is happening around the region. We've got dry weather, and that's how we stay for the next few days. Notice this afternoon, plenty of sunshine. Those clouds continue to dissipate along the eastern shore, and we're talking even more sunshine for the evening. Then overnight, those clouds start to return. We'll wake up to mostly cloudy skies in the morning before high pressure builds in. That'll lead to dry weather and a little more sunshine for your Thursday afternoon. It also looks great on Friday with a quiet start to the day. It's Saturday when we have our next chance for showers and possible storms, followed by dry weather on Sunday, Monday, and mostly dry on Tuesday. This afternoon, we reach a high of 80 with temperatures just slightly above average, but great for spending some time outside. The mid-80s for the start of meteorological spring tomorrow. We'll have plenty of sunshine, 91 and hot on Friday. We've got the chance for showers and storms on Saturday, highs around 86. We'll be in the 70s slightly on Sunday, then we rise back to the 80s for the upcoming work week. Back to you. We'll be right back.
All right, talking about drinks, what is the deal with America's ice obsession? Specifically, Nugget Ice, you guys. Starbucks is the latest to jump on this ice bandwagon. The coffee chain says it will phase out its cubes with Nugget ice. The Nugget Ice has an apparent cult-like following. Sales of the home machines are expected to top $133 million over the next 10 years. There's actually like machines like for.
I always wondered how they made it, so it's good to know like there's an actual process.
There's an actual machine.
I still don't get the hype.
I don't get it either.
It's just ice. Ice is ice.
No, Jasmine, ice is not ice.
It is.
She said, yes, it is. Well, so any kind of ice, just the block ice or the freezer ice, the little tray container ice, any kind of ice, Jasmine?
I don't care.
What?
Honestly, I go to Starbucks and I tell them light ice.
Okay, so you don't even want the ice.
No, I don't.
Okay, I went to Wendy's and said light ice one time, and they were like, we don't have that. I said, that just means just a little bit of ice. They were like, we don't have that. We don't have that kind of ice. And I was like, it just means a little bit of, never mind, I'm at the wrong location. I was like, we're at the wrong location. It's okay. All right, we wanted you all to tell it. Do you have a favorite type of ice? 67% of you all say it's just ice. Wait, so all of y'all agree with Jasmine?
I'm not alone.
Oh my goodness. I thought you really were alone. I was like, this is not a good. So no, we don't even care how the ice looks. Okay. No. I'm so disappointed. I'm an ice girl. I get it from my mama and my auntie, okay? They love ice. And they'll sit there and they'll just crush on it. Like,
really?
Yes, they just sit there and they just crunch on it all day. Now, I don't do that. I'm not.
Okay, that's good.
But I do like really, really, really cold drinks. I really do love that.
I do too, but all you need is a refrigerator for that. You don't need the
Everything
ice.
is so simple with Jasmine. She said you just need a refrigerator.
That's all you need.
You know what? This is the meteorologist vibes that we're getting at this point today. Okay. And we've got a great show lined up for tomorrow, you guys. A woman is sharing her hack for just getting acing job interviews. Now, we're going to show you how she's using AI to brush up on her interview skills.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
Okay. All right. So thank you guys for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining us. Till next time. Bye.